Today we will be providing an overview of the cards and gameplay for Space Hazards Science Adventures 4 and 5. Educators, make sure you have prepared decks C and D for Adventure 4. When you start Adventure 5, you will also need deck E. The rules of the game are the same for each adventure. The only difference is that Adventure 4 is all about Earth hazards, and Adventure 5 includes space hazards as well. Each card is labeled as a hazard, mitigation, or chance, and has a name. Each card also has an icon for the card's name. There is also an icon that shows the environment the card applies to. For example, the cards on the screen all have the space icons, so they are all for the Space Hazards game. Cards also include introductions to help with gameplay, and icons to match hazards to mitigations. The letters at the bottom of the card indicate which deck the card belongs to. The decks for blind and low vision learners have a QR code on the back of the card that can be scanned, so the card can be read aloud by a screen reader for accessibility. Now that you know what is on each card, you're ready to play. First, set up your playmat, then deal 6 hazard cards in the middle of the mat. Next, shuffle all remaining hazard cards with the mitigate and chance cards. This makes your draw pile. Then, deal 2 cards face up to each player and choose a player to go first. Now you're ready to play. If a player has a chance card, they must play it first and do what it says. If you do not have any chance cards, play 1 mitigation card on a matching hazard. After you play a card, draw so you always have 2 cards in your hand. When a hazard card has 2 mitigation cards on it, flip it face down and discard the mitigation cards. If you draw a hazard card, add the card to the hazard section of the playmat and draw again. If a draw pile runs out, shuffle the discard pile to make a new draw pile. Remember, if you can't play a card, discard your cards in the discard pile and draw 2 new cards. When there are no face-up hazard cards, everyone wins. For blind and low vision learners, there is also a version of each deck with an accessibility feature. Each card in these decks has a QR code that leads to a screen reader accessible version of that card with more information. If you have learners that finish early, you can consider having them scan QRs with their own device, or one owned by your program, to learn more about space hazards. Thanks for watching. Check out our Space Hazards Engineering how-to videos to learn more about engineering space gloves.